Black men don't cheat.
I wish Arsenal all the best. I think they deserve to win some.
Hata Yokores anatokanga bench.
Tumeitiwa mbuzi pande ingine.
Wewe si Arsenal.
Wewe umeitwa mbuzi.
Weka mawe. Weka mawe kabisa.
Okay.
Mimi kwanza ndo nimeshinda trivia.
Yes, that was a moment of silence for Tottenham Hotspurs because officially they are no longer part of the Big Six. With relegation that is oncoming, well, what can we say? Very sad affairs, but some are celebrating. Well, that is all that we have to look forward to in the EPL because we love the game. Welcome to the show. My name is Michael the Jazzman, and of course I'm joined by...
Because I have two names, I have to do it twice. Dr. Andy Troyes.
Yes, Andy Troyes.
Joshua the Anfield skipper.
And Ndisho mwenyewe the Arsenal skipper.
Yes. As usual, we're going to be reviewing what has happened in the past week of the world of sports, not just football. Interesting games. We're going to talk about Tottenham. We're going to talk about a bit about the Champions League and, of course, the FPL and EPL, the games that we love dearly. But we know that Winter Olympics has been happening in Milan. And I just want to pick your brains on something interesting that has been happening because the Olympics has had its fair share of interesting drama that has been happening. Well, the first thing, guys, is, you know, Olympians go, they compete. So ideally, there's this interesting fellow who was competing. And upon competing and winning a bronze medal, which is a very amazing achievement, when he was being interviewed, the guy took the opportunity not to say how, you know, thanking the coach, your God and everything, but took the opportunity to say 6 months ago, he met the love of his life. And you were like, proposal is coming up. And they were like, no, 3 months ago, I made a huge mistake. I cheated on the love of my life. And a week ago, she found out and she's no longer talking to me. So he took that opportunity to apologize to his girlfriend, which was unprecedented. We've never really experienced that. So I just want to pick your brains, Bana. What do you think about it? Could it be you?
Black men don't cheat. And when they cheat, they're never caught.
They're never caught.
And when they are caught, they'll never agree. So can never be me.
Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my
Ndo hiyo ndo maombi kila siku.
Just what do you think about our brother here?
Our brother here.
He's our brother.
From another mother.
Mtu akisikia na
Ni bro yako. Lakini huyo jamaa. So kama hangeshikwa, hange apologize.
Okay, he confessed. He's the one who confessed. Ilikuwa inamkula bana.
But after ameshikwa.
Ilikuwa inamkula after amekulana.
Mwanza show vibaya.
Kiwalai. Even your time. How many do you have? How old are you? Lakini mbona analeta stories za mapenzi kwa michezo? I think hafai ku mix hizo mbili. Mapenzi nyumbani, tukifika kwa game, anapiga game.
Pia anapiga game.
Ilikuwa away match.
Ilikuwa away match. Na pia huko, by the way, how can we be sure that hakuwa anafanya hizo vitu kwa ama alibeba wife?
Yeah, you never know.
But maybe for him that's the biggest stage. Na ni sawa pia. I hope atasamehewa.
Kombo bana.
Yeah? It's just a lesson to him and to other men. Just be loyal to your woman. It's been 6 months now already he has cheated. It's not making sense, man. It's not right. You see, the fact that you're cheating to the person, the love of your life.
3 months in.
3 months
in under 6 months
in
actually.
under 6 months, you see.
3 months haizi kuwa love of his life.
I think he was trying to. It was his first time, maybe, and so he was trying to apologize, which was right. The best age to do it. I encourage him to remain loyal. I don't know if he was. The apology was accepted on the other side. Maybe.
But it's interesting. Personally, I feel labda kilimramba vile alienda akacheza nje akarealize labda huyu alikuwa ametumwa agent ku make sure nisishinde Olympics.
Of which it happened alishinda.
You never know. But you've asked about kama alisamehewa. He was asked that by journalists by the press conference.
Yeah.
And he actually said that so far he's had nothing. So he's not sure whether the girlfriend
Forgave him.
alipata hiyo message. Lakini bana, the whole world ilipata hiyo message bana. Huyo mdem tu hataki story zake.
Si mdem atake story zake. Hapo amembeba ufala. Juu kitu kwanza amecheat. Alafu kitu ya pili akaenda online. Alafu sasa ku make matters worse. Jamaa hata hajashinda gold, ameshinda bronze. Hiyo ni kukubebaje? Unajua kama at least hiyo anasemanga nilie kwenye Range Rover ama ucheke kwenye unaona sasa wewe unaona kama ingekuwa amebeba gold at least mdema angeona at least hapa naenda nililie Maldives. So dem ako like narudi nililie omsa kwanza ni wa country gani? Narudi nililie Norway ako like Z
Oslo.
So alikuwa amebeba ufa kama ingekuwa amebeba ameshinda gold hata anakuambia I'm sorry I made you cheat baby. Next time you're not going to cheat. No, I'll be there for you to make sure you don't cheat. Like sasa bronze.
Ama angeshinda
Alibeba ufala.
Ama angeshinda gold ni venye ako na stress. That also is a factor.
Which is a factor as well. Mentally he was not ready.
Kama anaweza enda kwa kamera kusema pole, inamaanisha imekuwa ikimsumbua sana. It's something that is stressing him up. Maybe he would have done better.
Yeah, interesting. Well, we here at the Skippers podcast wish you all the best and we hope that you are able to be reunited with the love of your life.
Akujie tips.
Lakini kama huyu love of his life.
Akujie tips kwani umeshikwa sana.
Akujie tips za kutoshikwa.
Na ni 6 months.
Za kutoshikwa.
Sasa ni love of his 6 months life.
Si ndo alirealize bana, alijaribu huko nje akasema hapana huko haiwezi make.
Hata hivyo ukifikiria tu vizuri unaweza pata huyo the lady was labda ndo alikuwa good luck yake. So maybe angekuwa naye angeshinda hiyo gold.
Angeshinda hiyo gold by the way. Anyway, you live, you learn. And then a quick one, speaking of mixing pleasure and Olympics, for the second time in a row, it has happened again. And I know you're wondering what. For the second time in a row, the Olympic Games have unfortunately run out of CDs, condoms, which by now it is becoming a habit. So, sijui bana, what are your thoughts on that issue bana?
It's Winter Olympics. What do you expect?
What watoe baridi?
Weather for two.
Everything is perfect. The weather imekubali, the environment.
Condition tu iko sawa.
Na wako na power.
Hiyo power bana sasa ndio kwa maana watu wanapata bronze bana. Sasa mjamaa alishindwa kupata gold juu alicheat bana. Sasa nguvu ilienda kwingine bana. Sasa these guys want to expect gold na how do you even get the time?
I would say ukimbi the whole time. Kama unakimbia kani athletes.
No, unajua apart from just going to do your to run ama to participate in the Olympic, pia umeenda watu wameenda adventure.
Umeenda sampling.
Adventure.
Bwana unajua msee ni msee wa tourism. Anafanya vitu na matourism. Sijui alijipataje
kwani mnapanganga pia hizo for your clients. Tutaguzia hapo.
Hizo ni confidential. Confidential. But we have that particular group of a segment of tourists who just go around to explore we call it sex tourism. Not common in Kenya or Africa, but very common in we've seen this Russian
Europe.
guy. That is what he was trying to do in Kenya.
Yeah.
Lakini yeye aliweka kamera.
Yeah, like a camera, but ideally it's the same.
Not similar.
Right, eh? Yeah, interesting. But for me, I'll say this. When you are having, these athletes, 6,000 in the Olympic Village, right? And these are people who have been training. So when you're training to perform, you're in your peak physical condition. Yani unaangalia watu wasee bana, hakuna mafuta ovyo ovyo. Watu wako lean, wako tu sawa. Wako na powers tumesema kwa sababu bana these guys are exercising. 4 years to prepare for this thing. So bana unaona uko 6,000 people who are at peak human specimens. People will take advantage of that and kuamua wacha tu samples, ndio? So ingekuwa wewe pia ungekuwa hapo.
Wapi?
Hata usiongee.
I mean ningekuwa tu hapo focused on the gold. But nikishapata hiyo gold. Sasa naanza kudive huko kwingine.
Kutoa steam.
Semi ni wapi?
Censor that.
Kwani mtu akidive ndani ya maji si unatoanga tu bubbles?
Unatoka tu bubbles.
Ukidive vizuri, the more the bubbles.
Kweli amepatikana hapo. Now.
Ndio maana hutaenda. Ndio maana hautaenda.
Ndio maana hataenda.
Hata akitaka kwenda we will try our best to feature hata passport yake.
Alikuwa anasema ati weka mawe.
Anyway, let's move on to our next story. Now, an interesting thing is happening as well. As mentioned earlier, we know the Big Six in the EPL. Big Six for the longest time. Same culprits. Now, unfortunately, we are witnessing that something interesting is happening with one of the Big Six, which is Tottenham Hotspurs, who ideally are supposed to be top of the table, right? But currently, they are 4 points away from the relegation zone after the 4-1 beating again by Arsenal Football Club in the North London derby, because Arsenal walifika huko wakasema all for one and one for all. Na wakafanya ile kitu. Now Tottenham is in a very precarious situation. And it seems they actually might be relegated. What are your thoughts on that?
It's so weird. Ama is it interesting? Because in the beginning of the season, like in the first 10 matches, I remember there was a point where Arsenal and Tottenham were like exchanging, and people used to use this meme of the famous guy Otueli. Wanadanganyana because we were number 1 and Tottenham were number 2. So then Tottenham just went on dropping, and now they are finding themselves fighting the relegation battle. So it's so interesting for a team like Tottenham to fall from being Europa giants to come to be like just an average team. And you see the likes of Sunderland, who have come from the Championship, they are like behaving like a mid-table team. So ideally injuries pia may play a big part. Na pia naweza sema I didn't understand mbona the management ilifuta their coach after delivering a huge trophy for them after so many years. So that didn't make sense for me. So ideally naweza sema you never know, maybe Anje alienda kwa Mungu akasema, Mungu umeona nimewaletea kikombe na umeona venye wamenifanyia, Mungu nipiganie.
So na hivyo ndo akafanya.
Maybe huyo ni Mungu anawapigania because mi kwangu haikunimekia sense.
Which is interesting because umesema hivyo, you've mentioned an interesting topic about injuries. Yes, currently they are the team with the most injured players. They have 10 players officially out on injury, and their squad currently is 13 players. 13 players. Na tujui kama hao wawili ni keepers. At this rate bana tutaona bana set piece coach ndo ana warm up kuingia bana. So it's quite unfortunate with the injuries as well. But then we can mention injuries, but the other flip side is these guys last season finished position 17th. meaning they were almost being relegated. So nothing has changed. And if you actually look at the points for the first time in history, they got points that if it were any other season, they would have been relegated. So looking at that, what seems to be the issue, Bana?
They actually seem like they're improving.
From last season.
Si walikuwa 17, sasa wako 16.
Yeah.
But mimi as an Arsenal fan, what do I think of Spurs?
Hiyo tumesikia. Hiyo lazima tuweke.
Is hiyo ni chant. What do you think of Tottenham?
Kwanza hapo nenda na boost sauti.
See, I don't think that they deserve to be called as Tottenham Hotspurs anymore. They're
cool.
now Tottenham Hotspurs.
Well,
Wakiwa na the best stadium in England among the Premier League teams. Going to championship, wanapeleka hiyo nini yote championship. Si hata heri wangenunua players. They've had a group of very good players in the recent past. Lost Kane to Bayern, lost Son. Son was a very good player, but they don't seem to have replaced that quality, kind for kind. And I feel bad for Xavi Simons, sababu unatoka Leipzig ukiwa player mnoma sana, and then unakuwa relegated, unaenda championship. And I hope they get relegated. to be a very interesting season where Arsenal wins the trophy, Tottenham gets relegated.
Na vile walikuwa nasema by the way.
Na their new manager, watu wa Mombasa wangemuita Chuda. Akona kazi ngumu sana. Saving a sinking ship is not an easy thing. Na I think ameletwa tu wakae kwa ligi. But as you say, whoever assigned the top 6 teams should now reconsider those teams, and I think Villa fits very well in that list.
Villa ikuja hapo sasa. And you know, when the Tottenham fans actually were saying that if they ever get relegated, they know which team is responsible for their relegation. The Gunners, because waliwachapa home and away.
8 goals this season, 5 of them being from Eze.
Agent Eze. Bana.
Nini aliwafanyia? Walimfanyia nini?
Kwanza tunaanga vile yeye ucheka akiwafunga.
Au jibamba. Niliona ka spin fulani alibeka hapo kwa pitch. That guy was elated. Alikuwa si kujifanya. Ama nijua karibu wa msaini.
Sijui bana. Hiyo chuki, we have to investigate that by the way. We have to investigate that. Mr. Liverpool.
Yeah, man.
How's your feeling on Tottenham?
I'm feeling bad. It's disappointing. It's saddening to see a team like Tottenham in that position. But the English Premier League has recently been graduating. What am I saying? That every season we are likely to see a surprise or something happening differently. Previously, hapo nyuma back 2 seasons, 3 seasons, tulikuwa tunajua the teams za championship zinapanda, but we are sure zitarudi. But surprisingly now, the teams that got promoted to the Premier League, they're really fighting
to remain.
Talk about the Sunderland, talk about the what?
Leeds.
The Leeds, you see. They're somewhere in the middle, hapo. And every team facing those 2 teams, Sunderland and Leeds, they know they're facing a very hard game. And like now the teams in Zukoko top 6, kina Tote, akina West Ham, their teams they're not expected to be there. This shows that the league currently is very hard. Hata wenye ziko hivyo, it doesn't mean that they are very easy. Tottenham, they have brought in a new coach. It will be very difficult moment for this guy because ni kama umeingizwa game na coach, alafu game iko dakika 80 na mko 3-0 na coach anakuambia I expect you to deliver, at least bring us to some 2 goals, 3 goals, at least game is drawn na tayari mko 3-0. So it's a very hard task for the coach, but I wish Tottenham could remain in the Premier League.
Anyway, as an Arsenal fan, as the other Arsenal fans have said, I am just grabbing my popcorn and waiting to see the drama unfold. Whatever will happen, will happen. I was feeling very sad because, we normally watch highlights of the fans when they go to the stadium and do all their thing, and you feel sad and sorry for them. But then also I saw the picture of when our dear Rice had gone to take the corner kick, and the fans there were using images of the wife. Because ideally they normally look down on the wife, and they were using that to torment and taunt ideally Rice. So nikaona hiyo nikasema hata waende, by the way, hatuwataki. So my sympathy went out the window with that.
And when you remember, there's a season where they would have stopped City for them to play in Champions League, but then for Arsenal to win the league. And they celebrated.
Oh, they celebrated
losing.
Yes.
Because it would have meant that Arsenal would have won the league.
So as a Ghana, it was bound to happen.
Yeah. So waende.
They made their bed, now they lie in it.
Yes.
Now, speaking of teams that are having a difficult time this year, we also have noticed in the Champions League something interesting is happening. Because it seems like for the first time ever in the history of the league, in quite a long time, we may not have Italian teams in the round of 16. Because as it stands, 2 teams have already been eliminated. Inter Milan has been eliminated from the league, and then as well as Napoli has been eliminated, something that is not really common practice. So what's happening in Milan?
Winter.
Winter Olympics,
So ideally ni ile yenye tu other teams in Europe have been improving to participate in the Champions League, while let's say majority of the Italian teams, it's like the same way they are playing in Italy is the same way they are trying to play also in Europe, which these are 2 different leagues, different competitions, different players, at times weather. So I think majority of the Italian teams, they prepared so well for the focusing on the Serie A than the Champions League. And also a team like Inter, it's okay. I'm surprised, but also not that much surprised, because if you see in the previous season when they went to the finals, I think I can't remember the last time that a team was in the finals and they lost by 3+ goals, and it's a final. You are the best team in Europe and you go there and lose like as if you are the worst team in Europe. So even seeing them bow out of this competition so early enough, for me it isn't a surprise. The Inter of last season was a bit formidable. I remember when we played against them at San Siro, they really came at us. In this season, when we played with them, I couldn't feel the willingness for them to win that much, and that's why it was so easy for us to win 3-1. So ideally I can say it's the other teams in Europe, they prepared well for the competition, and it seems like these Italian sides, they didn't really focus on the Champions League.
Which is very interesting, but make it make sense. We've already seen 2 of the giants already eliminated. Inter, who ideally were in the finals of last year, now they're not even reaching the round of 16. And then we're looking at Juventus and Atalanta, who seem to not be in a very good place. So make it make sense.
Yeah, Juve may have to overturn a 3-goal deficit. Atlanta against Dortmund may need to overturn a 2-goal deficit, which is a very hard task to do. And looking at Inter, Inter are leading Serie A with about 10 points ahead of AC Milan. So it speaks a lot about the quality of the Serie A in totality. And the team that actually eliminated Inter, Bodo Glimt, playing in Norway, and they're actually on break. In fact, they've not started this season's league. It's starting in March. So I don't know, but Italy needs to pull its socks and work harder if their teams need to shine. And if you look at England, who have how many teams in round of 16? I think Liverpool,
Yeah, they have
Tottenham,
six teams.
6 teams. So
Because Newcastle qualified.
yeah, Newcastle
so they have
qualified.
6
Yeah,
now.
so I mean, on one hand, England doing 6 teams in round of 16. On the other hand, Italy having none. It means there is a very big
Give and take. Something has to give way. And unfortunately, it's the Italian teams that are giving way to it. It reminds me of something that you said in our previous conversations. Is you said when you're looking at other clubs, they're not there to participate. They're there to compete. So ideally, the Italian teams need to have a paradigm shift and change their mentality and not just be there to like, oh, we're just here, we're always here. So we really have to bring our game up. And speaking of teams that are participating, let's go to the guy who's representing a team that is participating in the Premier League to give us our final thoughts on the situation in Milan.
No. It's a matter of toughness of the league and the maturity. The English Premier League has really matured enough in the manner that throw any team from the Premier League, throw it to the Champions League, you will see them fighting at least to any stage. You see, recently I've not been seeing quality football in Serie A, and like in La Liga they're really trying. But Serie A currently, talk even about the quality of players they're getting. Right now I can tell you to mention even first 11 Juve, Napoli, maybe 1 or 2 or 3. You have never had that hunger to just go and watch a Serie A game. That tells you a lot. And the same Serie A, you are seeing them are releasing very, very important players to other teams. I don't know why, but the Serie A should now get that out of the mentality, thinking that the same Champions League that was there maybe 5 years ago, it's still the same. Teams are really preparing well. Teams are preparing well in terms of tactically getting good coaches, and like in Serie A, it's very hard to scare a coach amevutwa. Very, very hard. They really the same systems of player, just the same. Look at the quality of players in the Premier League and in the Serie A. So just getting things right, get quality people on board, and everything will be right.
Oh. Well, kazi kwao. So let's wait and see if they're going to, change. They say evolve or die.
They should.
Right?
They should.
Now, let's take a bit, a trip down memory lane. Because, of course, we normally do trivias here. And today I have another equally interesting trivia for you guys.
Yes.
So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Born ready.
Are you ready?
Ready,
Okay,
born.
sawa. So this is very simple. And there may be an award here or not. So for me, I'm going to say it this way. Okay? Can you name me? Can you name me
We can't.
players who have won more than one Ballon d'Or in history?
Messi,
Roro.
Ronaldo.
Messi,
Roro.
And the list ends there.
Hapo ndo Kierere imetuishia.
Imeishia hapo.
Yes, Messi has 8. Cristiano Ronaldo has 5.
Imeishia hapo.
Who else do you know?
How many more are there?
The original Ronaldo.
Yes, the original Ronaldo has 2.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, because he won in 1997 and 2002.
Karibu niseme Jojo.
Ronaldinho.
No.
This player.
Buffon ameshinda mara ngapi?
That Maradona?
Diego.
No.
Ama hata ana Ballon d'Or.
Zidane.
No, Zidane.
Ama hata hajaibeba.
The legend of Brazil anaitangwa nani?
Pele.
Pele has an honorary Ballon d'Or. He never actually won a Ballon d'Or. He has an honorary Ballon d'Or.
The daktari lakini.
And it's only one honorary Ballon d'Or, so it's not even two.
Shevchenko.
No.
He has one.
Unajua tu unajua tu mtu wa one.
Me at least nimetaja Ronaldo original. So the other players.
The other players. Unataka niwapatie hints ama itakuwa ngumu?
No, weka
Pe
tu.
hint. Let a hint.
Moja ana sound kama jina yake ina sound kama plate.
Number plate ama two plate?
No, plate.
Nedved.
Sahani.
Sasa tumesema player. Just vile amesema sahani amesema player. Kulikuwa na msanii.
Bana najua kuna wengi hamtajua.
Kulikuwa na msanii anaitwa Kraft kweli.
Hata wengine ni wa kitambo.
Kraft. What do you mean Kraft?
Anaitwa nani?
Johan Cruyff. Huyo wa Netherlands.
Yes, Johan Cruyff is one of them. Johan Cruyff is one of them. He has 3.
Yeah, he has 3, yes. Johan Cruyff has 3.
Hiyo ni ngumu basi.
One more before I give the answers. One more. Try again. Try your luck one more time.
Tupe hint. Another hint.
Hint itakuwa
Acha
ngumu
kupatia
sana.
hint ya plate hapa iti
Tupe
plate.
country.
Niwapatie country. Hiyo ndo mnataka sasa.
Ama tupatie period ya play. Either
Tumezaliwa.
Bana. Unaweza
Wengine hatakuwa tumezaliwa.
kama Andy ajui Johan Cruyff.
Mimi sijui na mimi ndo nimekutajia jina yake. Wewe ulikuwa tu unasema Cruyff.
Jina yake ya kwanza nilikuwa nashindwa ni ilikuwa imenichanganya
Yeah, there's a German.
Ah.
There's an English player. There are 2 Germans, 2 English players.
English walishinda kitambo.
Beckham kushinda.
Owen.
No.
Michael alishinda Ballon d'Or. Once.
Hana multiple.
Beckham kushinda.
No.
Imekimbia.
Ballon d'Or ni crazy bana. Ballon d'Or is crazy.
Kuna any France player?
French player?
Yeah.
No, not according to my list.
Tupatie
According to
Hata niwapatie. Okay?
my list.
Number 1, Lionel Messi. 8. Okay? Cristiano Ronaldo, 5. Michel Platini.
Huyo sana.
Si plate.
Hata atungemjua.
3. Johan Cruyff. 3.
Na by the way ulisema kuna gift, endelea.
Marco van Basten. 3. Huyo hata mwezi jua 1988, 1989, 1992.
Tuambie period ya play.
Franz Beckenbauer.
Sikia
My goodness.
2. 1972, 1976.
Stop it, man.
hiyo ni period za kuu.
Alikuwa anacheza na Adolf Hitler.
Ronaldo original. 2. 1997, 2002. Alfredo Di Stefano.
Manze ningesema jamaa.
1997, 1957, 1959.
Ningesema.
Sasa tunamjua.
Is one of the all-time great players of
Another is Kevin Keegan.
Brazil.
2. 1978, 1979.
Mkali.
And this time round, we're not going to push it to the audience because we know it's difficult.
Kwani ni Keegan?
2. Karl-Heinz
Ndo jamaa.
Rummenigge. Yeah, I know I am butchering that pronunciation. 2. 1980 to 1981. So those are the only players who have been able to get a Ballon d'Or and win a Ballon d'Or more than once. But as an Arsenal player, Henry angeshinda hii kitu hata moja bana. Muliibia Henry. But because of that, the person who has given us the most answers is this guy.
Aje?
Yes, alipeana
Messi na Ronaldo.
alipeana
Hizo ni
Messi.
obvious, man.
Eh.
Hizo tulipeana wote.
Ndio. So kila mtu hapa alipeana Cristiano.
Na Messi.
Ye alipeana Messi wa kwanza. Akaongeza na Ronaldo original. So he got 3.
Eti kila mtu alipeana
He
Messi.
got 3, you got 2, he got 1.
Kila mtu alisema Ronaldo.
Kila mtu alisema Cristiano.
Alafu mimi
bana.
nikasema Messi.
Kama ni Messi na Ronaldo tulisema
Afterwards.
wote. Tulisema wote.
Messi yeye alisema wa kwanza.
Because those are obvious. Hata ungeuliza hii trivia apart from Messi and Ronaldo.
Ungepata 0.
Mimi nimepata moja.
Si pia mimi nikapata Ronaldo original.
So ni 1-1.
So, for this time, this guy, fortunately,
Next
will
time
win
Takuwa
his prize.
biased.
Kuja na kofia.
And your prize is free lunch of your choosing. Ndio hiyo.
Hawa nini wa Kilimani charge how much?
CJs.
Habari ndio hiyo.
Kilimani wenye ufungwanga time joy imeenda.
Unauliza mtu.
Yes, lunch. That's not the kind of lunch I'm talking about.
Umesema lunch of my choosing.
That's not the kind of lunch. Lunch according to the dictionary definition.
Yani late
Meals.
lunch.
Webster dictionary definition.
Yani late lunch.
Yo.
Umesema lunch of my choosing.
And that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's move over to the Premier League and then FPL as we wind down this particular episode. So, game week 27. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff has been happening in game week 27. We made predictions. How did your predictions happen?
3 out of 10. So I'm improving. The last time I think ilikuwa 2 out of 10, so 3 out of 10. So I'm improving.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Tutakupeleka tuition.
Yani 30%.
Yani tuition. Yeah,
Yani
30%.
30%. Mimi nilipiga predictions zikaingiana 50%.
50%.
5 of 10. Game ya West Ham Bournemouth ili draw. City wakapiga Newcastle. Palace ikapiga Wolves. Liverpool ikapiga Forest na Arsenal ikapiga Spurs. Zile niliuma nje ni Villa. Villa ni kama wameamua sasa wame give up. Brentford wali sijui ile Brentford ilicheza na Arsenal was different from the one that played Brighton. Chelsea pia sijui shida imekuwa ni nini.
A lot of red cards.
By the way, they are drawing against Burnley. You know, Burnley is the worst performing team.
Huko chao alikuja na mbwembwe, sijui hizo mbwembwe zimeenda wapi.
And then Sunderland pia ni kama wameamua sasa wanaweza pigwa home.
Imeamuliwa.
Yeah, also there was Manu who also walini surprise. Everton, I thought it was going to draw, but Everton manually they're playing very well. Carrick seems to know what he's doing.
No, Carrick is pretending. Anataka washinde alafu akipewa job hivi. Watch this space. Quote me. You can quote me. Next season.
Akiitwa manager.
Akiitwa tu hivi manager. Atoe hiyo caretaker sijui whatever.
Yo coach.
Mtaonea maajabu sana.
No, a good manager is just a good manager. It's not that ukishawalishwa title
si ata relax.
Something different will happen now. In fact, utakuwa na opportunity ya kuendelesha the run. But on my side, watu wamenikashifu sana pale kwa TikTok page yangu, Vacation Insider. Wanasema nimewapatia predictions wrong, but I got a 40. Got a 40.
40%, 30%.
I got a
approaching expectations.
Yeah, apparently you're the only average guy. Everyone is below average.
I'm meeting expectations.
You're meeting expectations.
Yeah, watu wamenikashifu sana, but next time my guys nitawapatia ni kali sana.
Interesting. Yeah. Now for me, what I would say is this. One interesting thing that I've observed over the last game week 27 is when it comes to the new signings of the strike force. Because now, with a lot of joy, I can confidently and proudly say that with new signings, the most performing is none other than Gyökeres with 15 goals. Amechapa kina Ekitike, amechapa kina Isak, and my list purposefully stops there.
Sasa Isak amekosea wapi? Anauguza majeruhi yake polepole. He was seated.
Anakula mastrebu.
Watu wengine hapo waliagusha sijui pesa wakinunua sijui nani. Nothing is happening. Watu wa Sesco tunaona.
But Sesco is doing well. Oh my.
Why? Atijua anatoka juu kwa bench.
At least he's scoring. You see, as a striker ukishafanya kazi yako ya kufunga mabao.
You're doing well.
No, but the fact that anaketi bench inakwambia hajatosha boga.
But akitoka hiyo bench aingie game.
Inamaanisha ni impact player.
Just 8 goals bana. Hata Gyökeres anatokanga bench.
mara ngapi?
Huyu Yokore. Haya.
Na siku hizi tunaona achezi full 90 bana, anacheza like 60, anacheza 60 na nini, so
But hiyo game ya Spurs alimaliza, sio?
hiyo at least hiyo aliweza.
Huyo Chris anangoja tu nimnunue kwa FPL aanze kupiga blanks hapo.
And on that note, usinunue.
I'm not buying you.
Moving on.
Ngoja nikununue ni disappoint.
Yeah. 2 topics before we move to EPL. FPL. The first thing, title race. Still Arsenal's, ama Man City, it's anyone's game.
It goes fast.
Mbona kusema wacha niongee. Ongea.
Kuna point fulani
Sema hiyo point.
Bring it on.
ni moto. Sasa nishawa prepare.
Bring it on.
Kelele si ilikuwa mingi. Ile time tulidraw na Wolves. Kelele left. Mi kwanza for the first time my DM hata kuna watu siku wanajua wana supportingi football. Mafan.
Kuma umetengeneza haters wengi.
United opposition.
Najua before the match huwa na upload like status lineup na naweka kakam on your gunners hapo hivyo. Acha watu wakuje kucheka kwa DM. Kwa DM. Sasa kelele ilikuwa mob. Hiyo kelele iko wapi? After tumepiga Spurs 4-1. Kuna fan fulani wa Chelsea anaitwa Kim. Aliniambia alikuja nika update hiyo lineup ya game ya Chelsea. Alafu akakuja akasema kwa DM mtapigwa. Nikamuuliza wewe ni wa timu gani? Akaniambia Chelsea. Haya tukutane Emirates. Na ikaishia hapo. Yaani washanunua uoga. So I don't know why everyone else is against Arsenal. Mimi sijui tuliwafanyia nini. But watu wa Arsenal, we are here, we are all alone. Ni Mungu na sisi. Ni Mungu na sisi.
Sasa unajuaje hata Mungu ako na nyinyi?
Mungu ako na sisi.
Umeona au mapastors wako kwa timu? Umeona Pastor Eze, Pastor Timba,
God ako na sisi.
Pastor Saka, Asha Madweke.
Kwa hivyo
No, I follow these guys on social media but I see their posts.
kuna Yesu.
Mbaya sana.
Alafu pia sionangi mafano wengine wakienda church events kama mafano wa Arsenal. I don't know. So
watu wengine wanajitanga ma Red Devils alafu
sasa utaingiaje kanisa?
Utaingiaje kanisa na wanaitwa Red Devils bana.
Na
wengine hapo
Blue Devils.
Nini? Hujui nini?
Bana wako na maviumbe hapo kwa dini zao.
Masanamu.
Never walk alone.
Nasema hizi ni masanamu.
Inakuaga nini? Is there anything like this that exists?
So Arsenal fans, we have a lot to do. No, the world is watching and they want to see us fall. Na ubaya. I don't know. According to you?
Kenza sema tu as usual what we had been saying in the previous episodes that it's going to be a 2-horse race. I remember kuna period hapa ilikuanga we are being chased by Chelsea, we are being chased by Villa. At one point Bournemouth briefly, Tottenham briefly, Liverpool briefly, even Sunderland. But we all knew out of all these donkeys, there's one horse that will come up. And that horse was Man City. So ideally right now it's either Man City or Arsenal. So I won't even put a lot of pressure on Arteta. I'll say it's up to the Arsenal players. Even if right now Arteta fields Team C, do they have the hunger to win this? So ideally, whoever will win the league, it's more of who wants it more. Who wants it more. So that hiyo ndio itakuwa defining factor. So it's not a matter of sijui mentality ama nini. Inafanga place yenye ni like who is hungrier. Unajua nasemanga you can fight an angry dog but if you fight a hungry dog hiyo ifikiri. Mtu akikasirika hiyo unaweza kula lakini dogi iko na njaa huwezi pigana nayo. So I just hope the Arsenal players they can use the Tottenham game as a benchmark for the next matches. because ideally as things stand, even if City have a game in hand, if they win the remaining of their matches, we win the league. And the match between City and Arsenal at Etihad will be one of the defining factors, depending on where the gap will be.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. You've talked about, the Tottenham-Arsenal game. And we saw that Arteta was even able to change a few things, in fact, when it comes to gameplay and setup. Because typically you'd find Timber, Calafiori, and now Hincapié normally play very high up on the pitch, right? But this game, they were close to our mid. They were not really high up, which now meant that Tottenham had to drop their players towards our half, allowing more space for Saka, allowing more space to Trossard and Eze to be able to maneuver through. So interesting tactics that you're seeing there.
And I saw more long balls than usual. And Arsenal are either winning the first balls or the second balls from those long balls. And it played out very well. Because if you look at Gyökeres' goal and Eze's second goal came from those instances. Yeah, very good play. It shows that Arteta didn't panic. Kuna time panic analeta players wanne half time but game ya Man U. I think Arteta as a manager is maturing. By the way, people forget that this is his first major club to manage in that caliber of football and that a level of football. And I feel like we have not seen the best of him yet. He's learning every day, and I think we Arsenal fans should back her up because it looks like it's going to be an exciting sale.
Interesting. Pockets of space. Now, speaking from, outside, someone who's just viewing what is happening in the league, So, as someone who's just consuming good football, what is Liverpool's thought of this title race?
Well done, Arteta. I concur with Justus putting more praise on this manager. I think for the first time since he came, he's getting almost everything right tactically in that team in terms of scoring goals and also defending. So that is very, very interesting. And yes, we are looking forward to see Arsenal winning the rest of the games. But are we likely to see a sleeping Man City? No. So Man City has also they have identified, they have come up to adjust to who are they. This is a team that they really need to win the Premier League. Remember, they didn't win last season. We did. So they really need to win it again. So Guardiola has realized his identity and Man City's identity as a team. So we are not looking forward to see a losing Man City. Neither are we not looking to see a losing Arsenal. But any team that will lose one or two games, even before that that game in Arsenal and Man City, we will see. I think for now, sisi kama fans wa team zingine, we just need Arsenal to drop just one game, and then we now focus on now who is going to win the league. But as for now, as we speak, even every team between Man City and Arsenal, both of them decide to win the rest of their games, Arsenal will still win the league.
Interesting.
Sijui nani atatushikia huyu Arsenal, but for me, as I said, and I'll say it again, I wish Arsenal all the best. I think they deserve to win something.
Amazing, amazing. And, the conversation about bottling, that is something that we normally know that people try to associate with Arsenal. But I don't think that is going to happen. In fact, I know that is not going to happen this season. Na mwache kulita bottlers. In fact, the biggest bottlers in history are Liverpool. Because we remember they were 3 matches away from a win. And then Man City came forward and they let it slip. We remember the classic sleeping. where somebody went and scored and game week 35 walikuwa wanashinda ligi, game week 38 ikafika and it slipped. So
hawakuwa na finishing power.
so technically speaking, we are not the biggest bottlers.
Sort of finishing power. Tuko na power.
Na I think mimi nitashikilia. There's something I said here in the last podcast na mkanikujia nyi wote.
Wote mimi nilikusupport. Nataka sijui nini hiyo.
That this season Arsenal ikishinda league hatutashinda na difference ya points mingi. It will just be 2 to 4 points. Nashikilia hapo.
Bado sipendi kenye unasema. But ni sawa tu, nimeikubali. Now, moving on now to FPL. As we know, the Skipper Sport normally has an FPL league, and we'd like everyone who's watching or listening to take part in it. And as you can see, for those who are viewing us and watching us with their eyes, well, there's a code that has been shared down there, so you can use it as well to join the league. And let's see how good you are. So Game Week 27 had some interesting results, and I would want Ndishu mwenyewe to be able to take us through Game Week 27. And the reason I am calling on Ndishu mwenyewe to take us through is because he happened to be our manager of the week. So Game Week 27.
Am I?
Serious? I thought ni mimi.
Mimi kweli.
Unless my eyes have deceived me. No.
For the entire league.
For the entire league.
We nakaa Tottenham bana.
Yes.
But league huwa hivyo. Kuna season.
That is what.
Kuna time uko sawa, uko form. Na kuna time
But then what's happening to your team, man? Hey.
there are sacrifices that had to be done.
Nimekuwa shakahola.
Sacrifices,
Lakini what I can say ni tukiendelea hivi, especially from game week 32, things will change. So I am not too worried.
But usiogope tuje kushindia mbali game week. Si ni 4 points.
Lakini game week pia mambo haikuwa rahisi.
Watu walibet all their horses on Arsenal to do the thing with the double game week.
If I look at statistics for game week 27, the average points were 45. Mimi hapo niko below average.
It was 40?
45.
Hapo almost kila mtu alikuwa below average.
Tuko below average since what? Na I have had the biggest red arrow of the season. Imenipeleka mpaka position 766,000 in the world. From position around nilikuwa 400,000. Nimeshuka 300,000.
But we have to big up the people who are joining, because right now we are 35 in the league. So send the word out. Remember, kutakuwa na gift at the end. So keep showing your skills, keep showing up, and then we will see how things are boiling nicely, smoothly.
But
we have to big up Big Ship with the 70 points. So Big Ship, big up.
I'm told.
Unafanya kazi nzuri sana.
There is someone, the first person to reach 1,600 points kwa Skippers, Kingston FC. Yeah, salute.
Keep on.
Headmaster siku hizi
bado tu
Andy
Ako number 2.
lakini pia hii wiki pia kimemramba 37 points.
Naona ame maintain position, so he's doing well. But I think hapo the biggest ni Big Ship. I think nimeshinda nikimchongoa ni Small Ship, so leo ume live up to your name, so maintain. Umekuwa Titanic. Hizo period zingine ulikuanga tu unakaka bot toa nini Uhuru Park. Umekuwa Titanic.
Looking at his team, it paid off to have O'Reilly. In his
but that was, it came from nowhere. Nobody expected him to score 2 goals.
Yes.
But yeah, so if you had him, alikupatia points mzuri sana. Now, looking forward to game week 28. Who should you have, according to you?
Game week 28. Which
players should you gamble with?
Saizi vitu zimeanza kuwa tricky as the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So ideally, I'll say Semenyo. Semenyo, Haaland, they seem to be having an easier fixture. Also, somebody from Villa, I'll say maybe Rogers. I know he hasn't been performing so well, but against Wolves away, I believe they can get some results there. And maybe also a person like Ekitike, Liverpool at home against West Ham. I believe that should be an easy win for Liverpool, but also just have a person like Bowen somewhere in your squad, because Liverpool have a tendency of conceding goals when you least expect it. And also for Brighton, I don't know if Welbeck will play, but also if you can have Welbeck in your team. For Fulham, either Jimenez or Wilson, because against Spurs, and as usual, Man United get Bruno. For the others, the only fear is that Carrick rotates the people a lot. So you're not sure if it's Cunha will start, or it's Mbeumo, or it's Sesko. But ideally, either of those four that I've named, make sure you have them. And also, for Arsenal, have Gyökeres, either Gyökeres or Saka, one of them.
Okay. Combo.
Yeah. This game ikaina mambo mob. Kuna haitakuwa na a lot of surprises. We only have one hard game, okay? This guy Thiago, we have seen many guys selling him. I think it is time that he will need to step up. I know. So if you can get Thiago, who are Brentford, I know he has been not performing, scoring goals recently. So watu wengi wamemuuza. So you need to get this Thiago guy, because he will need to give you something. And then get one of the left backs from Man City, either mostly O'Reilly, and you can also get the guy Semenyo ama Haaland pia. I think for me. And Ekitike is also hungry for goals, so get those guys.
Captain, do you agree with them?
50-50, I don't know. But you could get from Villa. Villa have a good game against Wolves. Although ni away, get Rogers. Then kuna Brighton wako na Forest. You could get someone like ni Gross ama Grob. Gross, yes. Liverpool wanacheza na West Ham. West Ham is a tricky but easy fixture because iko Anfield. Get mtu kama McAllister. And so O'Reilly asikuwa ameperform 1 week alafu nyi wote mnambai. That's by the way one thing that FPL managers get wrong. 1 week wonder, everyone jumps in. Also remember that we have teams with blank week 31. So as you buy, make sure that whoever you're buying is going to play in game week 31, unless you want to use your chips at this moment, which I highly discourage. Yeah, game week 31, to me, are free transfers. There is enough time between now and game week 31 to make sure that you have a full 11 in your squads.
Okay, great. Now, final order of business. That is also another moment of silence for Tottenham.
I wish we have the last episode. Season ikiisha, we'll have a moment of silence.
Yeah, of course. We will definitely have a moment of silence.
For Liverpool, for bottling the lead.
We're looking forward to have one. I'm not saying it will be for what?
The weakest defending champions.
The weakest defending champions.
Thank
now,
you so much.
Final business of the day is simply Game week 28. Predictions.
Wow.
And we will begin with Daktari here.
Ali,
So saizi unaona from 2 out of 10 to 3 out of 10.
sasa piga 4.
So saizi is nothing below 4. 4
Below
and
4.
above. So I'll start from the bottom going up lakini si bottom up, so
Ni bottom up. Hata kuitetea.
So the last fixture, Arsenal Chelsea. Arsenal will win. United Crystal Palace. Unfortunately, United will win. Fulham Spurs. Unfortunately, Spurs will lose. Not fortunately, Spurs will lose. Yes, Fulham win. Brighton Forest. Brighton will brighten our days. Leeds Man City. Draw. Newcastle Everton. Draw. Liverpool West Ham. Liverpool will win. Burnley Brentford. Bournemouth Sunderland. Draw. Wolves Aston Villa win.
Nice.
Wasema Wolves.
Ushajua kutaja Wolves.
Ushajua kutaja Wolves, congratulations.
Tuambie hiyo yako sasa.
Yeah, so guys, my guys pale Vacation Insider. This time round we will try and get at least a 60%
From 40.
from 40. Muona Anderson amejiongezea tena, mwogopa kupita average. Vacation Insider tukutane pale. Na Mungu akipenda, mambo yatakuwa namna hii guys, Wolves Aston Villa. Bournemouth Sunderland. Bournemouth. Burnley Brentford. Liverpool will win against West Ham. Newcastle and Everton will be a draw. Leeds and Man City will win. Brighton and Forest will be a draw. Fulham will also draw against Spurs. Man United will win against Palace, and Arsenal will draw against Chelsea.
Okay.
No emotions. Pure fun predictions.
Okay.
Fans have emotions. Hata kutuambia hapa no emotions.
The skipper,
Yeah.
tell us.
So from 50%, game week 27.
30%.
Mtu wa 30% hata unamsikia kwa nini?
Enemies of progress. Mimi siwaoni huko chini. The aim is 100.
Hey.
Yeah. Aim for the sky.
Watu moto yao ilikuwa aim higher.
So anyway, Wolves Villa, draw. Bournemouth Sunderland, draw. Burnley Brentford win. Liverpool West Ham, draw.
Acha kuniangalia wewe.
Newcastle Everton, Newcastle win. Leeds Man City, draw. Brighton Forest, Brighton win. Fulham Spurs, Fulham win. United Palace, United win. Arsenal Chelsea, Arsenal win.
Great. That is awesome. May it be so. And now, finally, again, do not bet using my predictions. If you bet using my predictions, you only have yourself to blame.
What percent did he get?
Yeah? Because I am doing very simple. My prediction is purely emotional. My prediction is what will make the world happy. And here goes. Wolves Aston Villa, Wolves. Bournemouth Sunderland, Sunderland. Burnley Brentford, Burnley, because you want Tottenham to lose. Liverpool West Ham, West Ham. Newcastle Everton, Everton. Leeds Man City, Leeds. Brighton Nottingham Forest, Nottingham Forest, because you want Tottenham to go down. Fulham Spurs, Fulham, because we want Spurs to go down. Crystal Palace, Manchester United, Crystal Palace. Arsenal, Chelsea, Arsenal. And it shall be so.
Kaja, ya game week 27 ilienda aje?
You give me 27. I did very well, by the way.
How did it go?
I did very well. I think.
What is very well?
Let me go back. Let us go back. I did very well to game 27. Ni watu tu fulani hapo wali misbehave.
How many did you get?
Yeah, because I had predicted Brighton will win, and it did. I predicted Crystal Palace will win, it did.
And Arsenal.
Hizo tatu.
I predicted Arsenal, and it happened.
I guess barely predict Fulham.
And Fulham as well.
It's only 4.
Yes.
Okay.
You see? Use your heart, not your brain.
Okay, man.
Okay? Parting shot, gentlemen. Combo.
Normally unaanzianga huko.
Lazima nikushtue kidogo. Because nisipokuambia hivyo, hautaanza kufikiri.
No, anzia huko Andy.
Haya, Andy.
Jamaa ana content ndio cha kusema tianzia. Kamera hata ilikuwa focused kwako nasumbua Mose Buri.
No, mi parting shot lazima nijiprepare.
Hakuna kitu ya kujiprepare.
Sasa piga jaba
Sasa
hapo.
mimi ndo kenye mimi ndaambia watu. Mimi ama sijui niambia watu wa Arsenal. Ideally saizi where the league imefika, it is not about the fans. We can't do anything. I believe the coach also can't do anything. It's up to the players, the Arsenal players. So if they really want the league, then they will show us that they want to win it. If they don't want to win it, then of course we'll continue seeing results we've been seeing in games like Brentford and Wolves. So I just hope that they are going to use the Tottenham match as a template for the remainder of the matches, so that by the time the league is over, let's say by game week 35 or game week 36, or also by the time we are meeting City, we just need to beat City to win the league. I want a guard of honor for the players, and also back at home when I'm walking in the streets, when I meet the so-called united opposition, they have to give me a guard of honor. So, Odegaard with your boys. That's why I spoke in English, so that none of you can complain. You know that boy, we don't know what he usually says in his slang. So please, do it for us.
Nice. The skipper, tell us.
So, as we wait for cameraman, kwa sawa. Watu wangu Arsenali. This moment where we are 10 matches to go is not a moment to start giving up hope. Trust the process. Watu wangu, hii season ni yetu, msiwari. Every player in that Arsenal team is determined to win this league. So when a small slip-up comes, get behind the team. And that is all that I would want from all of us. Tukishinda hii ligi, nitawaitia mbuzi. Yeah.
No, si uniambia.
Okay.
Tumeitiwa mbuzi pande ingine.
Wewe si wa Arsenal.
Wewe umeitwa mbuzi.
Weka mawe. Weka mawe. Weka mawe kabisa.
Okay.
Message to the Reds. This season has been very hard to us. We are looking forward to rectify our mistakes in the remaining games and focus on the next season. Meanwhile, we are still on the Champions League. We will win it. Secondly, Wolves and Brentford cannot compare to Chelsea. Chelsea, you need to step up. You have a great task ahead. Please, Chelsea, we are behind you. Make us proud. We are behind you. this weekend. Your work is just to reduce the gap. We don't want any goat. I'm sure you will make us proud. Chelsea, go boys. We're behind you. But all the best.
And for me, very simple. Let's meet in the streets of London as we celebrate during the parade of the quadruple. Till next time, stay safe.